Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Carrie, please?
Yes?
Hey, Carrie, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Hi, sorry, from where?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show?
Is this some kind of joke? Are you kidding?
No, I'm not, actually. I'm calling you today because you recently went out on a date with a listener of ours.
Oh, my God.
His name is Nick.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
That says a lot.
So I think that you know who Nick is.
Yeah, I know who Nick is.
Nick emailed us a little bit about your date, and he also told us that you're not calling him back, and he wants to get a second date with you. So we said we would call you and ask if there's a specific reason why you're not calling Nick back.
Wow. You want me to tell you guys? You want me to tell you why I'm not calling Nick back?
Yep, that would be the reason that we're calling today, just so we can let Nick know if he's kind of a screw-up when dating or...
Oh, my gosh.
What's this so funny?
It's just really weird that you guys are calling me when he would not stop talking about you during the date.
Really? Hey, Carrie, I will say that we talked to Nick about your date, and it's obvious that he is a big listener to the show.
He's a fan.
And he likes it a lot.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit, okay.
A little bit.
And he mentioned that you guys talked about our show. He said that you're not necessarily a big listener, which I hope maybe we can change that in the course of this phone call.
I mean...
But he did mention...
You guys are great. I mean, I feel like I've listened now. I mean, he told me about everything, like loser lines, something about like first date update.
Second date update.
Like,
Second date update, Carrie, and that's exactly what this is. That's the segment that you're on right now.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
So what was the issue then with Nick? He said that you guys had a good time and laughed a lot during your date.
Well, I mean, as you can imagine, he had a lot of interesting things to say, so we did laugh a lot, but it was all about you. I mean, I know you guys are great. I'm sure you guys are, like, amazing, but he would not stop talking about you, and he just, like, he kept going on about one of the hosts on your show. It was, I don't know.
Who was he talking about?
A guy or a girl?
Hey, I'll tell you the names of the people, and then you tell me if he was talking about us, okay?
Okay.
Was it me? My name's Jubal. Hi.
No, it wasn't a guy.
Oh, it wasn't? Okay, so that rules me and Jose out. Brooke?
No, it wasn't Brooke.
Lydia, then. Does that name sound familiar?
Yes, it was Lydia.
Someone's got a crush
I don't know,
on
but he
Lydia.
has, I think he has some major crush on her. Like, he was saying, oh, she's so funny. Lydia does a traffic update. She has a sensual voice. A sensual voice, okay? That's what he's blushing.
Yeah.
Lydia, say hi to Carrie. Carrie knows a lot about you. You guys have never met. Carrie, this is Lydia.
Hi, Carrie. I feel like I'm meeting the other woman.
The famous Lydia. Hi. Oh, my God. Well, you do have a sensual voice.
I was going to say, I would like you to know that you also have a sensual voice.
Yeah, you guys are bonding.
Wow.
Maybe the date's going to be between them.
Well, I mean, this is actually significantly less weird than the date.
Is that the reason that you're not calling Nick back, because he talked about our show and specifically Lydia the whole time?
Well, it's just that, like, by the end of the night, I just felt like it's really obvious he should not be going out with me. He should totally be going out with Lydia.
Was he like, did you feel like he was sort of stalkerish? I have to know.
I don't know the stalker. She just seemed like in love with her. I mean, apparently, like, you guys don't know, so obviously he hasn't been calling the station, obsessing over her, in person, but I think he's in love with her.
It was that bad, Carrie?
I mean, it kind of was. It's just like if you got on a date with someone and they just, I don't know, keep talking about J-Lo or something. It was just a little weird.
Look at you. You got a comparison to J-Lo. That's
Several
awesome.
lists down from
Right.
J-Lo, like the entire alphabet.
I get your
Own it.
point, though, Carrie. I get your point. If you went out with someone and they seem like whatever level of celebrity stalker they are, you'd be like, all right, this person has a creepy obsession with J-Lo or Lydia.
Or talking about any other person on a date is weird, right?
Yeah, that's kind of true.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Sure you can, Nick. Carrie, that's Nick. He's actually on the other line listening.
Carrie, don't you think that you're kind of over-exaggerating a little bit?
Oh,
I just want to say that, like, yeah, I mean, I did talk about Lydia and stuff, but I talked about everybody on the show.
Nick, I'm really sorry, but it was really excessive.
I don't think it was. I mean, I talked about, Lydia, and said she was great and funny and everything, but I also talked about Jose and Brooke and Jubal, and I talked about everybody.
Lydia was the only one with the sensual voice, and it wasn't just what you said, it's how you said it. I mean, a person can tell. It's like you had stars in your eyes. I thought you were like a little glistening tear in the corner. Like, it was really intense.
I'm a big fan of the show, okay? I was just telling you things that I liked.
Hey, no, I mean, I respect that. Like, it's not that you did something wrong. It's just, you kind of just revealed the truth. And I just think, like, just heart to heart, I think that instead of having the radio show call me, I think you should just be saying the same things you were telling me about Lydia, just straight to her. I mean, like, everything you were saying about her Instagram pics and all this, like, you should just say it now.
Nick, did you really bring up Lydia's Instagram on your date?
Yes, but, I mean, it was just, we were talking about her, and then she didn't know, like, I just wanted to see what Lydia looked like, and it wasn't like that big of a deal.
Nick, are you just embarrassed now that you got outed in front of Lydia?
I mean, it's embarrassing that I think Carrie is blowing this out of proportion.
Listen, this is the thing. It's like, I'm not even criticizing you. It's not that you did something wrong. It's just, it's really obvious, and maybe you just want to kind of look inside about what your feelings are, because I don't know you well enough to, like, make a judgment except only what I experienced, and I really think you love Lydia.
Lydia's face is so uncomfortable right now.
I know Lydia has a boyfriend, and I respect that.
It's just a little weird to be constantly talking about someone you don't even know on your first date.
I was just explaining to you how great the show was and how great I think everyone is. And I was just, wanting you to become a fan too.
Yeah.
And I think you're blowing it out of proportion.
And I think, I think Nick is doing God's work by letting people know about our show, Carrie, so I can't really fault him. And I think that you should give him another shot. Carrie, would you like to go out with Nick again? We will pay for a second date. I'll even instruct him not to talk about the show if you want.
I really appreciate it. You guys sound awesome. Nick, you're a great guy, but I think maybe for someone else, I'm going to have to decline. Like, maybe it's going to work out with you and Lydia. I wish you the best.
Well, it's not over yet, you guys. Nick, would you like to go out with Lydia?
Oh, gosh.
We'll pay for a first date with you. And I know she has a boyfriend. Maybe she could bring him along. You guys all three could go out and hang out.
Yeah, no. I mean, I respect Lydia too much. I know she has a boyfriend, and I don't want to,
That's sweet of you, Nick. Plus, I would only agree if Carrie was there, because threesome's not awkward enough. I want all four of us.
You want all four of them? Nice.
All four of us.
Right.
Yeah, you have turned to leave.
Yeah, I have.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Everybody knows that ladies like a knight in shining armor. That's why whenever I go out to the club, I always go in full armor.
Oh, well, that
And I ride a horse.
sounds kind of sweaty.
I don't get into a lot of places,
Huh.
but I'm sure it would work for me someday.
Yeah,
What do
I'm
you mean
sure
I can't check my sword?
Yeah.
it's the horse's fault.
Anyway, Caitlin is on the phone right now to do a second date, and apparently she met a knight in shining armor, but now he's not calling her back. What's up, Caitlin? How are you?
Hey, I'm doing okay. How are you?
Not
Doesn't
too
sound
bad.
like a very good night if he's not calling you back.
Well, I don't know why he's not responding to me or anything.
Okay. What's the name of the dude you want to call?
His name is James.
James. Sir James?
Sir James.
Sir James.
I like it.
And where'd you meet James?
So we met at the club the other night. It's kind of weird how I met him, though. I don't know if you guys have been to any clubs recently, but, like, there are a lot of creepers out there.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
think that's just a
Yeah.
recent thing. That's like since clubs were invented thing.
Exactly. There's a lot of, like, weird guys. That's why I don't like to go too often. But I was there with my girls, and there was just this group of guys that came up to us, and they were being very rude. We just didn't like the way they were talking to us, and they were kind of getting in our personal space. And then suddenly this guy comes like out of nowhere, right? This is James, and he just pushes one of the guys.
Whoa.
I totally did not expect this. It was like a really sweet gesture.
Sir James to the rescue.
It's sweet.
Yeah.
It was sweet that he like physically assaulted someone. Were they being that rude?
They were, and like we didn't know how to get out of the situation. Like, we were
Okay.
just standing there awkwardly. So the fact that he came in and like broke that up was great.
Okay.
But then it kind of got a little messy though, because one of the guys like pushed James back, and it turned into a fight.
Okay.
No.
I mean, the bouncer had to come, and he ended up kicking James out, which is stupid because James was the guy that was trying to help us in the first place.
Yeah, but he
Right.
started the
Still can't fight in the
Right.
club, though.
Yeah.
I mean, so I was over there. I was like pissed. So I went outside just to thank him for what he did for us. But then we just started talking, and there was just something about him that was really nice. Like, he was a funny guy. Literally, after 4 or 5 minutes, we were already making out.
What?
Wow.
Oh.
Sounds like that little move worked for him.
And it doesn't sound like you did a lot of talking. You did 4 or 5 minutes of talking is what it kind of amounts to.
I mean, we were both like a little bit frustrated with everything that happened, and it was just the moment, you know?
I'm just
Okay.
really upset right now. You know what I
Yeah.
do when I'm upset? Make out with a random stranger.
I don't know, it worked for me, so I loved it.
Hey, props.
So you guys were like making out in a bar, I assume, since you weren't at the club anymore. Did you go home with them?
Okay, so yeah, we ended up going to my place. It was a good night, okay? Like, that's all I'm going to say. It was really good. But
You
Okay.
jousted with the night that saved you in the club, didn't you?
yeah,
I think he did all the jousting. Though.
Yeah.
well, this is like why I'm confused right now, because like the next morning he left early and I was tired, so I didn't really know what was going on. But when I got out of bed, I saw that he left his sweater in my room.
Okay.
And I texted him, I was like, hey, you left your sweater. And then I even took a picture of myself wearing his sweater, like a kind of sexy picture. And I sent it to him, Well, I thought it was cute. I thought he'd like it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Totally.
I would
Isn't
think
that-
I would like that.
I would love it.
And that's like the point of leaving the sweater, right? So that he can like contact you again.
I figured he was in a rush to go somewhere, but I just don't understand, like, he's just not been replying to me.
He didn't even respond to your like cute sweater picture that you sent him?
Right. It was such a cute picture. Like, honestly, I looked really good.
That's gotta be the worst. Like he's leaving you hanging after a sexy pic. Like,
Doesn't even want the
Yeah.
sweater.
yeah, uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I don't get what his problem is, honestly, because we didn't have any issues that night. It was such a fun night together, and now the
Right.
reason, like, he's not responding to me, I would assume he might have just broke his phone or something. That's the only thing that might make sense to me right now is that,
Which isn't gonna work well for us if we have to call him next.
Yeah.
yeah, but it's weird. I mean, maybe he's involved with someone, but I don't know why he'd be talking to me then and staying over at my place if he's with someone else. So I'm
Yeah, because that never happens. Never happens like that. Is there anything else you could think of that happened that night that might have turned him off?
really nothing comes to mind right now. I want to figure it out because it's been bugging me a lot, and I miss him. So,
All right. Well, we'll play a song and then come back and call him and get your second date, okay?
okay.
Okay, hang on. They say that the way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
Oh, yeah.
And if that's true, then the way to a woman's heart is by punching another guy in the face.
What? No, that is
That's
not
it.
correct.
That is the way
inaccurate.
to get any woman. Just punch somebody in the face and they will fall in love. Kind of like Caitlin, who's on the phone for a second date right now. She met a dude named James out at the club. A bunch of other guys were being kind of creepy, and then James stepped in and started to fight one of them. They didn't actually throw punches, but they pushed back and forth, and then he got kicked out by bouncers. She went outside to thank him for his heroic efforts, and then they struck up a conversation, started making out, and then they went back to her place. And she woke up the next morning, he was gone, but he did leave his sweater, and she even texted him with a cute picture in his sweater, like, I got your sweater, you gotta come get it. I don't know if that's exactly what she said, but
and it's exactly
he
how her
hasn't-
voice sounds too.
Yeah, exactly. But he hasn't responded to her at all, and she's wondering why, so we'll find out in just a second.
And if it was just a one night thing, I mean, maybe that's all he was looking for. Why are you expecting more, I guess?
I don't know. I just think that nowadays there are no like knight in shining armors, you know. And the fact that this guy was so brave and he stood up for me and my friends, you know, it's really rare. It was just a lot of fun. And I think we have a lot of chemistry, so I just want to speak with him.
Okay, well, dial this phone number right now and see if we can get him on the phone. You ready?
Okay.
Here we go.
Hello?
Hey, is this James?
Yes.
Hey, what's up, James? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Who are you?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Hi.
Hi.
What's going on?
Not much, man. What's going on with you?
Just working and...
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Work sucks, huh?
Did I win anything?
No, I'm actually calling you because we got an email about you.
Oh, okay. Is something wrong?
I don't know. I'm hoping to find out from you. We got an email about you from somebody who listens to our show. Her name is Caitlin.
Oh, okay.
And you hung out with Caitlin the other day. And by hung out, I mean everything hung out.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know who she is. I'm not sure if I really want to get into that situation again.
We do a segment on our show called The Second Dates, where if you go out with somebody and end up not calling them back, they can email us to get you on the phone and ask what happened. And Caitlin told us how you guys met. She told us you guys spent the night together. She also said she's been trying to get a hold of you, but you won't call her back or text her back or anything.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to get more involved than I already am with her.
Do you think she's just like drama? I mean, she told us how you like pushed a guy at the club that was bugging them.
Yeah, those guys are douchebags, but she was like sending me these photos that were like risque. And, well, first off, she was wearing a sweater, and she sent me this photo with a sweater on.
Yeah, she told us that you left your sweater there. And she tried to be cute and text you a picture with your sweater on. And you didn't even respond to that.
I know, I felt really bad for her. Like, you're so vulnerable when you send pictures like that, and then to get, like, zero response.
I know. The thing is, I didn't go out with a sweater that night, so it's not my sweater.
Oh, okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I went out with a jacket, and I came home with my jacket.
So you think she sent you a picture in another dude's sweater thinking that it was yours?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. I'm saying that she sent a text wearing the sweater, and she said she found it in her sheets. And so I'm just thinking, I don't know whose sweater that is or how many other sweaters she has.
Oh, my God. That is so
I could
embarrassing
see-
for her.
I could see you being like, whoa, that's kind of a little too much.
Like, whoa, those were dirty sheets.
Yeah, I don't even want to think about that.
Oh, man. Before the sweater picture happened, did you have every intention of seeing her again?
I mean, yeah, we had a great time. I can't complain about the night. I didn't like that I was getting texts with other dudes' sweaters on.
Yeah, I can understand that. You might not like this as well, James. Caitlin is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Hey, James.
Oh, no.
So are you telling me that that was not your sweater that was at my
Oh,
house?
Lord. I didn't know you were on the phone, so, I shouldn't have maybe said what I said, but, yeah. No, I didn't.
That's not your sweater.
No, that's not my sweater.
Okay, so whose is it then?
I don't think
You
he
think
knows.
yeah, I mean,
How would he
I
know?
think you probably know better than James.
I don't know whose sweater that is. Maybe you know. I would hope you would know whose sweater is laying around in your sheets.
Look, I swear you were wearing it. I even remember hugging you, and it smelled really good. It smelled like your cologne, and it had to have been yours. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind about that.
No, I'm pretty sure. I think I know if it's my sweater, and I don't know. Maybe you should ask the last person you slept with.
Well, I mean, I had a Tinder date last week, but that was a whole week ago. Like, I would have noticed it by now.
Okay, so that was the last time you hooked up, was like a week before me?
Yeah, I mean, there was another guy the weekend before that, but we didn't really even
Lord.
get to anything that night.
Hey.
So
Listen, it is fine for Caitlin to be an adult woman who enjoys sexual experiences. That is a totally fine thing.
Yeah, no, that is fine. She's fine being whoever she wants, but maybe make sure when you're texting the guy a picture of his sweater, make sure it's the actual owner of the sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, you don't necessarily, like anybody, like if you're not with anybody, you can do whatever you want with whoever you want, but you don't necessarily want to know about it, you know what I mean?
Totally.
Oh, yeah.
I'm interested now, like, finding the owner of this sweater.
Yeah, maybe you guys can go out, like, not necessarily on even a date, just go out and try to find who the sweater belongs to.
Oh my God. Wait, I think I know what happened.
I think what happened is you sent him a picture in another dude's sweater. What do you think happened?
The sweater wasn't from a guy that I was with.
Then who
My
was it from?
roommate. I let her use my bed to
What?
get it on with guys. Yeah.
What?
No,
No,
you're
Caitlin,
right.
don't do that. Stay with
Yeah,
stay
that's
with
almost-
the truth.
That's
The
almost
truth is
worse than if
better.
it was, like, actually
Yeah.
a dude that you hooked up with.
No, I mean, my room is a lot cleaner than hers. Like, I let her get away with it once in a while, but
How
Caitlin, don't
convenient.
do this. And how gross that you're letting her do that and then like not cleaning things up afterwards. Like all
Yeah,
of
wash
it. Like
the
that is a
sheets.
much worse
God.
situation for you, Caitlin.
look, James, like, this doesn't have to affect us. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, it was probably her guy that she was sleeping with. Let's just forget this happened, okay? Because now I know that it wasn't your sweater, okay? So can we give this another shot, or
James, would you like to go on a second date with Caitlin? We will pay for it.
I mean, you were enjoying your time up until that sweater picture.
Yeah,
and it was an honest mistake. It's not like she's cheating on anyone.
Can I just ask you a question, Caitlin?
yeah?
Do you ever wash your sheets?
It's a very good question, James.
I do, okay?
I'm down to go out again, for sure, as long as you get rid of every dude's shirts and shoes that are left all around the place.
I feel like that's fair.
Got a lot of cleaning up to do, huh?
That's a fair assessment.
Hey, this was just my roommate that was messing things up for us. So, yeah, we can go out. But just
Okay.
don't think
I was
that I'm
just
that type
messing
of
with
person
you.
that's just sleeping around, because I'm not that person.
She's not that type of girl, James. She slept with you after meeting you for 4 minutes at a bar, but still not that type of girl.
James was different.
Yeah,
it's
I know.
okay, Caitlin. It's okay.
Well,
Club, it's totally cool.
cool. We'll send you guys out again, and this is the first successful second date I think we've had in a while.
Yeah, you were right.
All right, sounds good. I can't wait to see you again.
Okay, I'm excited to see you too, James.
All right, cool.
And James, if you go over to her house and there is no roommate, then you're gonna think twice. And Caitlin, go find a roommate.
Moving 92.5. Second date update.
I feel like modern dating has gotten so crazy lately. Sometimes you just have to take a page out of the old 1950s dating book.
As a woman, I'm going to go with no on that one.
No, I'm saying just go back to the basics.
Oh, what-
Keep it simple.
Okay,
Take your
like
best
what?
gal to a movie. Split a cherry Coke.
Okay.
Do a little necking in the back row. Before you know it, you're going steady.
Oh.
Wow, going steady. I
Yeah.
haven't heard that in a
And you
long
got
time.
yourself a little housewife.
They're
Yeah.
easy, and that's what one of our listeners, Josh, did for his first date.
Oh.
He went old-fashioned, took his girl to a simple movie. Isn't that
Okay.
right, Josh?
Yeah, kinda.
What do you mean,
Oh,
kinda? How is that a kinda? Like you either went to the movies or you didn't?
We went together, but didn't go together.
Huh?
Yeah, you're
Wait.
not being clear here.
You
What?
went together, but you didn't?
Yeah, what do you?
Wait.
What's this girl's name first of all?
This girl's name is Renee.
Okay.
Okay, and what do you mean you and Renee kinda went together, but not really?
Well, long story short, we sat on opposite sides of the theater.
Why?
Aw,
Wait, were you on a
awful.
date with her, or is this we're calling somebody you stalked for a couple hours at the movie theater?
And so I wore her skin the next day. No,
Whoa.
I'm joking, but this was like the weirdest date I've ever been on.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh.
So wait, where did you meet Renee? Sorry, before the movie theater.
I met her on a dating app.
Okay.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. But she was so hot.
Right.
And, I don't want to sound shallow or whatever, but she was out of my league.
No, congrats. We're all proud of you, bro.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thanks, my dude.
I got you. I got you.
dude.
So what happened with the movies?
Well, when we matched, she messaged me. She was like, okay, we can hang out or whatever. I can get to know you, but I have really specific rules.
Oh.
Dude, only hot chicks
I
have
know.
specific rules.
I know, that's because they can. That's
As an
because they
ugly-
can.
as
I
an-
never had any rules when I dated for some reason.
Women and their conditions. What were the rules?
Well, the first one, she was like, I don't get physical on the first date, and that has to be okay with you.
Of course.
I mean, that's an understandable rule. I thought there was going to be something crazy, like you have to buy me steak dinner at a certain restaurant.
Actually, I think the girls that don't want to get physical on the first date are the most quality women that are holding
get
out.
out of here.
Oh, well,
Jeffrey.
come on. I wasn't saying that as a dig at you. I'm just saying.
Quality, the ones that don't sleep around, the ones that don't like sex. Oh,
no,
give
it's
me a
not
break.
boring.
All right,
prude. It shows that they know their own value and they're not going to give it up on the first date.
We were back to her rules. What were her other rules?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so she only had one other rule.
Okay.
And that was that we should see a movie, but we're not going to watch it in a traditional way. She was like, I'll meet you in the lobby. We'll share a snack for like 15 minutes or whatever and talk.
Okay.
And then when we go into the movie, we will sit on opposite sides of the theater.
What?
Why?
She said at the end of the movie, if you feel a connection before when we were talking, you walk to the center of the theater and we'll meet up and get a drink. And if not, then you just turn and go down the aisle and we don't have to see each other ever again.
So, but I don't understand, like, why even do the movie? Why not just go get coffee and spend 15 minutes together and then decide if you want to date then? Like, what?
I don't know. I thought it was crazy, but I went through with it because I think it could have been worth it.
Okay.
Because she's hot.
Yeah, exactly.
So was it? Was it worth it?
No.
What happened?
Well, I met her and we like shared popcorn in the lobby. And I thought we had a connection. We were like laughing, and we had a lot of the same interests and stuff.
All right.
It was great. And then like at one point, she looks down at her phone, and she's like, "Oh, the previews are about to start. I guess we should go in."
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to miss those previews.
Yeah, and like before I could even say like, "Oh yeah, that sounds good," she was already up and walking away.
That's not a good sign. Did you? I mean, like, I would have been like, "Oh man, I blew it."
Yeah, well, part of me thought that, and then part of me was like, is this just part of the rules that I don't understand?
Maybe you were already hitting it off. She could feel she wanted to kiss you, and she had to leave.
It does feel like some weird initiation into a club.
She's trying to be untouchable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it definitely creates a mystique around her. Like, she obviously doesn't just date any guy and let anything happen. So how did the movie part go?
Well, I couldn't even focus on the movie because where we ended up sitting, I could kind of see where she was at.
Okay.
But I just was like kept looking at her the whole time. I was like wondering what's going to happen at the end of this movie. I couldn't even have fun and like enjoy the movie.
Oh, I could totally see that. I mean, that'd be weird.
Yeah. What about her, though? Like, what was she doing?
She didn't even look over once.
Oh, she didn't.
Oh, really?
Well,
no, not a single time.
Feel your eyes burning into the back of her skull, probably.
Yeah. So by the end of the movie, what happened?
So movie ends. Credits start rolling.
Okay.
I kind of peek over. You know, the lights kind of come up in the theater, like halfway.
Yeah.
Everybody else is getting up and walking out. I'm looking over at her, and she hasn't even gotten up yet. The credits are. She's like reading the credits.
What were you doing? Was your heart just beating out of your chest?
Oh, it was going like 100 miles an hour, and then finally the final credits roll, and then she just walks right down the aisle and out of the theater.
Oh,
no.
Yeah.
I mean, are you still interested in this chick? Because I think it's kind of messed up.
Yeah, Brooke.
I mean, my ego is not too big. I would definitely meet up with her again.
Okay. You'll take the abuse.
Yeah. What do you think you did wrong during the movie?
I mean, honestly, that's one of the reasons why I called, because I don't know what I did.
He couldn't have done anything wrong, really.
Yeah, but it
He
sounds
threw
like
something at her.
I mean, it sounds like this. Who knows with her, right? Like it could just be because she was just saying if there's a connection. I mean, what a vague thing to say.
But maybe it was a test where she wanted you to come up and break the rules.
Oh God!
Like a bad boy.
I'm going to tell you right now: stay away from women with tests. They're all crazy.
All women play games,
No.
Brooke.
You should definitely make
tests
sure
are
that
crazy,
your women get
dude.
tested before you go and hang out with them. I do not agree with that. But you know what? We're going to play a song. We'll come back. We'll call Renee for you, and we'll try and get you your second date update. All right, man?
Thank you, guys.
All right, hold on. Is it possible to have a long-distance relationship while being in the same room as someone?
That's a really funny way to put what happened.
I mean, I'd say Brooke's about 6 feet away from me right now. Brooke, are you feeling what I'm feeling?
I'm not.
You don't even know what I'm feeling.
I just know that I'm not.
I'm feeling a little bit weird. Maybe a little bit drunk, too.
Okay,
But
maybe I am.
Maybe,
Yeah,
okay.
you're right, you're right,
All
you're
right, there's something there. But one of our listeners, Josh, told us he went to the movies with a woman named Renee, and she had some of the most extreme rules and conditions anyone could possibly put forward for a first date. Because she said they were going to meet in the lobby, talk for a few minutes while eating snacks, and then they could go into the movie, but they had to sit on opposite ends of the theater so that they wouldn't have any physical contact, because we all know kissing out of wedlock is a sin, and if you do it, you go to H-E double bendy straws.
Stop it. And she never said that was why. She just said that it was part of her rules.
She said she wanted no physical contact.
But it could have been something else. It could have been
I don't know. I think it's a game, or she really doesn't like it.
Well, after the film was over, she said if they felt a connection, they could meet up again in the middle of the seats and then go out for a drink. That was the agreement. And Josh was okay with that. The movie happened, lights came on, and Renee walked out. No explanation for why.
And the sitting waiting for her to decide through all the credits even.
And Josh, you guys barely hung out before, right? Like, how long were you together in the lobby before?
Couldn't have been longer than 15 minutes.
See? So what could he have done in that time?
Have you tried to call Renee?
Yeah, I've texted her and tried to call her, and I haven't gotten any responses.
Oh my God. I'm really impressed that, like, as she's walking out, you didn't just scream, why?
Well, you have that opportunity now after you hear what she says, because we're about to call her. You ready to do this, man?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm nervous. It's like I'm back in the movie theater all over again.
This won't be that brutal. It won't be that brutal.
Okay, well,
I hope.
let's dim the lights down like it's in the movies. And we're going to call her right now. Here we go.
Watch your hands.
Hey.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Renee, please?
May I ask who's calling?
Yeah, my name's Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
Who are you?
Wow, you really know how to
Every
hurt.
time.
But my name's Jeffrey. I work on a morning radio show called Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. The whole crew is here. Brooke,
Renee.
Jose, Alexis. Yep.
Okay, Renee, cool.
So, I'm calling you today because we're doing something called a second date update. Have you ever heard of that before?
No.
Okay. Well, it's a segment that we do on our show. And basically the idea is if you go out on a date with someone and afterwards, if they're not calling you back, you can email us and we'll reach out to that person for you to try and help you figure out the reason why.
Okay. I guess I don't know why you're calling me.
Well, we're calling you because a guy reached out to us. His name is Josh.
Oh.
That's not a positive response when we said Josh.
Yeah.
I take it you remember him?
Yeah, I went on a date with him. It didn't lead to anything. That's pretty much the long and short of it.
Josh told us all about your date, and I have to be honest, it's one of the weirdest first dates we've ever heard on our show before.
I mean, that's your opinion. I just got out of, like, a really tough relationship, and I do have, like, conditions now because there's a lot of thirsty guys out there, and I'm not about that life, so...
I think that's fine. But can I ask, like, what's the point of sitting on opposite sides of the movie theater? Because he told us about that. Like, how do you ever get to know anyone if you don't spend any time with them on a date?
I mean, we spent the 15 minutes together, like, you know, he was a gentleman, he bought popcorn, like...
Okay, so before the movie, you had a good interaction with him.
Yeah, I mean, like, I really wasn't sure if there was a connection. We talked, it was fine, and then he agreed to my conditions, which I thought was, like, a good sign, but then, I don't know, like, it just didn't really work out, and, like, you guys don't have to agree with me on my conditions, that's just, like, how I feel, like, that's just how I feel comfortable, and he agreed to it, so there shouldn't be an issue.
No, that's fine, like, I'm not judging you on your condition, it was just unusual, we've never heard of it before. It's just why, after he went through with all of it, I don't think a lot of guys would have gone through that.
No.
Why would you walk out without even saying anything to him?
Well, I mean, I wasn't exactly alone in the movie theater.
What do you mean? Like other people were watching the movie with you?
Yeah.
Because it's a public movie theater.
I mean, obviously, Josh was in the theater too, so it couldn't have just been you.
That's not what I mean. My brother was there at the movie too, actually.
Oh no! Did
you invite him?
You set up a spy.
You know, just because, like I said, I was in a really rough relationship and just like don't want to get hurt like that again.
Okay.
And my brother sat right behind Josh and saw Josh texting and flirting with another woman during our date.
Oh no!
What?
Yeah, but okay, wait.
Hold on.
How? One, how did your brother see that? And two, you guys aren't exclusive. You've gone on one date and you spent 15 minutes with the man. What, do you want him to stop talking to all other women?
During the movie, like, I mean, I just think that's super disrespectful and classless. Like, you don't text another woman, like,
Thing is, mid-date, it's a... Oh, really, Brooke?
It wasn't
Really?
even barely
I
a
don't
date.
know.
I think texting in the movie theater is rude. Period. But
Do you know what the
that's
text...
weird, man.
What did the text say?
they were just like super flirty to some girl named Andrea, and I was like, you can't refrain from texting other women for like an hour and a half. Like, that's just kind of really shady and gross to me, so I'm not going to deal with that. That's why I walked out.
I mean, it sounds like, it sounds like you got really hurt, and this past dude, your ex, really scarred you. But just because he's like texting with another person while you're in the same movie theater, I mean, it's not even really a date you guys are on at that point.
Yeah, Brooke supports cheating. It's okay.
That's not true.
It's okay. Sleep around with whoever you want, whenever you want. But you know who I want to know? I want to know what Josh thinks about all this. Josh? Yeah. Oh, I need to tell you. Sorry, Renee. Josh has been on the other line listening. He wants to
Jeffrey
talk to you.
Fired up.
Well, I think it's rude. But Josh, what do you think?
I do not know how to process this right now.
Is it true? Is it true?
It's kind of true.
Okay. So wait, did you notice some dude sitting behind you looking over your shoulder?
No. I mean, to be honest, I was pretty fixated on you, Renee, for most of that movie.
What, in between texts?
Hey, hold
I'm a little
on.
confused.
He's not lying. He literally said you only turned maybe once. You almost never looked at him, and he knew the exact moment you left. His eyes were on you, majority.
Yeah.
Not when he was
one
texting
text.
Andrea, so I just want to know who Andrea is. Like, don't deny it because I have screenshots.
Okay.
What?
Damn.
It was just one text to my friend, Andrea, and I had been talking with her about this date before I went on it, and she asked me how the date was going halfway through, and I told her.
I already know that's a lie because I have multiple screenshots of multiple texts, and you send your friends who are girls kissy faces and winky faces and eggplant emojis. No, I don't think so. So,
Dude, that is so weird.
Oh,
I mean,
now
Josh,
it's weird, Brooke.
No, not Josh. Hirsch. Your brother is screen grabbing
okay.
somebody else's cell phone. You can't spy on people during a date. I mean, Josh, are you upset or not?
Yeah. I mean, that's super invasive. I think that your brother's not...
you shouldn't be texting other women during a date. I think that's really crazy.
Well, you were sitting on the other side
I guess
of the
agree to
theater,
disagree.
so what am I supposed to do, twiddle my thumbs and wait for you to come over and sweep me off my feet?
What?
I mean, Josh, just honestly, just be honest with me. Like, did you meet this Andrea girl on the same dating site you met me?
Yes.
Oh!
But we went on, like, one date, and we immediately were like, there's no connection. Wasn't romantic. And then we went out a couple more times as friends.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Too much for me here.
I just still think that's weird that you texted her during our date. Like, that just makes me feel like if you're willing to do that, then you'd be willing to cheat on me. So, like...
Yeah.
This is so tough.
I can't believe we're not concentrating on the spy brother more.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Well,
know.
I'm focused on Renee and her feelings. Specifically, Renee, if you feel like going out on one more date with Josh, because we'll pay for it. I have to ask that. I'm so sorry that I'm obligated to ask you if you'd like to see him again.
I think probably not. I already don't trust this person, so it's kind of a moot point to go out again.
Oh, Renee.
Josh, what do you feel?
I am glad that I don't have to be watched again. I don't think I could go out with Renee and feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay, what about Andrea? Would you like to go out with Andrea one more time?
I mean, look, now that everything's out in the open, I was going out with Andrea a couple times.
Okay.
Josh, don't do me like that.
Yeah, see, I could tell. I knew this guy was shady and rude. So, like,
This was a roller coaster ride.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a successful second date update or
I
not.
don't think it is.
Dude, Renee is not fixing her trust issues right now. I'll tell you that.
Moving 92.5. Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Whenever somebody claims that they're sick and they can't go on a date with you, that's when you show up to their house to make sure.
No.
Yep.
What?
You have to make sure that they're not faking it. And that's exactly what Andrea did, who's on the phone to do a second date update right now.
Oh, no.
She called the dude out for being sick.
No, what?
And now he's not calling her back. But apparently it worked out better than what it sounds like I'm saying. Andrea, what's up? How are you?
Hey, Jubal. Hey, Brooke. How are y'all?
Good. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the guy that you want to call today? What's his name?
His name is Mike.
Mike. Okay. And how did you meet Mike?
We work in separate places. We were just at the same bar for an office happy hour.
And you thought maybe you could help merge companies. A little merger, huh?
Maybe. I was thinking more, he could just do a feature on our next product.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So what'd you like about this guy?
He had a really sweet personality. I mean, he was really smooth. I went to order my drink at the bar, and he slid up next to me. He's like, after I said my drink, he told me his drink, and he's like, oh, and put them together. I'll pay. So it was really sweet.
Oh, he meant put them on the same tab. I thought you meant he wanted you to mix drinks. I was like, that's weird.
A merger?
Yeah.
Another merger.
All right. So anyway, he took care of your drinks. He seemed like a nice guy.
Yeah, seemed like a really nice guy. I mean, we started talking, and he's got really popping blue eyes. Total sucker for that. And by the end of the night, he asked me out.
Okay, so in your email, you mentioned something about him getting sick, so you needed to go over to his place?
Okay, so the day of the date, he texted me, and he had to cancel because he said he was sick.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I felt bad. I mean, I'm a compassionate person. I'm nice. So I offered to come over to his place with a care package, and he agreed.
Oh.
Oh, well, that's really thoughtful of you, especially for someone you haven't even actually gone out on a date with yet.
Well, I did have a little bit of a double motive. I mean, I've been burned on a first date before, so I just wanted to make sure he was actually sick.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to see if he was actually telling the truth.
So what happened when you showed up?
I knocked on the door and he opened it, and he was actually sick. I mean, yeah, he looked terrible.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
That's what you want to hear from somebody who's interested in you. Man, you look terrible.
You were lying.
Yeah, he looked worse than terrible.
So he wasn't lying to you then?
It was bad. Definitely not lying. Probably actually kind of underplaying.
And how long did you hang out with him at his house while he was sick?
I offered to stay as long as he liked him, and he seemed to really, appreciate the care package.
So what was in the care package? Lube?
What? No.
For the throat?
No. I brought him some soup, some crackers, a little bit of candy,
Okay, good.
NyQuil.
Okay.
Pretty kosher stuff.
The normal get well stuff.
Not lube.
Maybe that's where you went wrong. Maybe he's one of those guys that likes a good lube to solve his cough.
All right, well, I will keep that in mind next time he's sick.
Nothing soothes a wet cough like some lube. So how did things end with him?
It actually ended a little bit uncomfortable.
Really?
Why?
Yeah, so we seemed to be having a good time. I offered to stay as long as he would like. I thought maybe he'd like the company. All of a sudden, he kind of abruptly went, well, I should rest.
Whoa!
And, really awkwardly just, put on my shoes and said bye. I mean...
Wow, okay.
Wait, after you just brought him a get well package?
Yeah.
So he just kind of killed it, huh? Just like you're talking, he's like, hey, I need to rest. Get out.
It wasn't that rude, but he did motion towards the door like, you need to leave.
What?
Wow. Okay.
Jeez.
Did you feel like he was angry or he was just uncomfortable because he was sick?
Kind of hard to tell. I mean, he was sick, so I'm just hoping he was in a bad mood.
Yeah.
And have you talked to him since then?
No, he hasn't texted. He hasn't called. I mean,
Not even like a thank you for the care package?
nothing.
Wow. Okay.
So he's either blowing me off or his sickness got worse, and now he's dead.
Oh, my
Well,
God.
at least you could take some solace in that. Like, maybe it was a really bad cold, and that's the reason he's not calling you back, not because you did something wrong.
Yeah, maybe.
No.
I mean, I'm just as confused as you are. I mean, he asked me out.
Right? Yeah.
And I show up to his house with a care package, and now I haven't heard from him.
Oh, no.
That's kind of rude.
That's
So,
weird. All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, okay?
okay.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Today's second date update is less of a second date update and more of a welfare check. Just calling to see if this dude is still alive. If you're just joining us, Andrea is on the phone, and she wants us to call a guy named Mike today. They met at an office happy hour, and then when they scheduled their date, he told her that he was sick and he couldn't meet up. Then she tested him and said, oh, well, how about I bring you a care package? Because she thought,
So
one,
extreme.
that he might have been lying, and two, it would be a nice gesture. And he actually said yes. She brought over the care package, and he was really sick.
Yeah.
They hung out for a little while, and eventually he said, hey, I need to get some rest. You need to go. And that's the last that she's heard from him. So, Andrea, if I call this number and somebody answers and asks me if I'm next of kin, should I hang up then, or...
Oh, my God. Yes, please. Just hang out, pretend like it never happened.
Okay. All right.
Do you feel pretty foolish that you basically accused him in your mind of lying and then you were wrong?
Yeah, I mean, I was definitely surprised he was actually sick, but I mean, there's no reason to not call me back, for another date.
Yeah. Or at least just to say thank you, because he didn't even
Yeah.
thank you for the care package.
I will say that.
Exactly. I'm just really confused.
Okay. Well, I'm going to dial his phone number right now and see if we can get your answer, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Thanks.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Mike, please?
This is Mike.
Oh, good. You're feeling better. I've been so worried about you, Mike, and this cold you had.
Who is this?
Oh, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. How you doing?
I'm okay. What's Brooke and Jubal in the morning?
It's a good question. I don't really know. But
You should.
according to most people, it's a radio show.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're calling you today because we got an email about you from one of our listeners.
Sorry, what are you talking about?
Well, we do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them after, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out what happened. Technically, you didn't really go on a date with this person, but they're still wondering why you aren't calling them back.
Okay, that sounds pretty messed up, but...
Her name is Andrea.
Okay.
Okay?
So
You remember Andrea. She brought you a care package when you were sick, I guess.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
What do you mean? I guess you could say that. Wasn't it filled with things to make you feel better when you're sick?
Yeah, it was, technically. I don't know, if somebody says, I want to make you a care package, you kind of expect a bit of care in that package, and she came over, and it was literally a paper grocery bag with canned soup in it, and like saltine crackers, and like candy, but not even real brand name candy, like...
What? Are you? Wait, hold on.
Are you ripping on her care package?
No, I'm just saying that, it's clear that she said, I want to bring you a care package, and then stopped at the store and literally grabbed the first thing she saw. And
Dude, that's what a care package is. She stopped by the store and got you things you needed.
yeah, but if you're going to go out of your way to do a thing for a person, I'm just saying, either put some thought in it or wait till our first date. I don't even know this girl. This is the first impression or the second impression that I'm getting is like, here's some stuff that I have in my house.
Okay, wait,
Wow, so is that why you're not calling her back, because of the little effort she put into a care package for you?
Well, no, it's not just that. That was disappointing, to say the least. But then the thing is, the energy was so weird. So I'm sick, right?
Yeah.
And she comes over and, instead of kind of hanging out and maybe getting to know me, the first question she's asking really specific questions about how sick I am, and she asked me if I get sick often, and what my symptoms were, and it felt I felt like I was on trial a bit,
or that you're at the doctor.
Yeah.
Or that I was at the doctor, but neither of us are doctors, so I didn't know what her angle was, you know? Like,
how paranoid are you? What are you testing me? You want to see if my genetics are good? I don't get sick that often, twice a year. Thank you very much.
That's kind of what it felt like.
But did you? I mean, it could have been that she was nervous, and it's the first time you guys have hung out without alcohol, and she didn't know what else to talk about.
Well, it just seemed to me that she didn't totally believe that I was sick. Like, I had to answer all these questions about how I was sick and how sick I really was. And I felt like they kept going on. If it was one or two questions, that would be one thing. But at a certain point, I was like, do you want a doctor's note?
Leave me alone.
You should have supplied her with one.
I guess so.
So it was her careless package, not a care package, and her constant grilling you about being sick that made you not want to call her again.
Well, I got a kind of possessive sense about her, and I'm not into that.
You know, I don't get that sense about her at all, and she's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you, so we could ask her if she's possessive like that.
Wait, she's been listening to this whole thing?
Yeah. Andrea?
Hi. How are you doing?
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were listening at all.
Yeah, I did hear everything, Mike, and it's really interesting to hear your take on how things happened.
Well, you should know that's how I felt at the time, and I was called by a radio show, which apparently you sent an email to, which doesn't help my general feeling about the whole thing.
That's a good point.
I mean, I was just really confused because it seemed like, I thought I had, reached out and did a really nice thing for you, but apparently it didn't quite come off as kindly as it was intended.
Well, your intentions weren't very clear to me, and if you do this in the future, maybe put a little more thought into that so it won't seem like you just showed up with a bag in order to get into the door and find out some information. 'Cause that's what it felt like.
Wow.
I mean, when you've been lied to once, sometimes you just want to see how many liars are out there.
Okay, so you were testing me, so I was right.
I just wanted to see if you were all right and make sure, there wasn't any red flags, immediately up front. I mean, if you lied to me and we haven't even got on our first date.
Yeah, we haven't gone on our first date, so probably best not to take the time when I'm sick to grill me and find out whether I've killed anybody.
But Mike, I mean, you've got to listen to her explanation right now because it does kind of make sense.
It makes sense to a paranoid person.
She's been burned a bunch, Mike. Give her like a little bit of a break. I mean, you're the jerk that's complaining about the quality of care packages over here.
She brought me canned soup. I could go get canned soup from the store. That's not care.
I didn't know if you were lying. I mean, if you're a liar, you only get canned soup. I'm not going to pull out, my mom's homemade recipe. That takes 4 hours to make for a little liar.
I just didn't get a good first impression. So if I got to stick around for the good soup, I don't know if that's worth it to me.
Well, let's see if it's worth it. Mike, would you like to go out on a second date with Andrea? We will pay for it. We'll buy the ingredients for the soup that she can make.
I can confidently say no.
Really?
Yeah, this is already way too nuts for me.
Okay.
Okay. Well, knowing that, then I suppose would also like to not go out because apparently...
No, Andrew, you can't do that. You can't go back and say, no, I'm saying no.
Yeah.
Yes, I can. I am saying no right now.
Wow. Okay, Mike, you hear that? You could have had a date, but now you don't get one because Andrea decided no.
That's fine. That's just fine with me.
Oh, man.
Did you hear me, Mike? I said no.
Yes, I heard you.
All right. Well,
she's clear.
Sorry we couldn't get you guys to go out again, but at least you both agree that Andrea said no.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592. It says, that guy's a pretentious douche with a lot of O's in douche. Talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, Andrea wanted to call this dude named Mike. He got sick when they were supposed to go on their date, so she put him to the test and was like, well, I'll bring you a care package. And he accepted because he was actually sick.
Yeah.
She really wanted to see if he was lying to her, and he wasn't. He was sick. But the reason that he wasn't calling her back was because he didn't like the care package that she brought over because it contained regular, average canned soup and some candy that wasn't even like special candy.
Generic.
She didn't make her own candy?
Ridiculous. So he wasn't into her because of that, and then she got upset, and at the end turned it around on him. So we asked if they wanted to go on a second date like we always do, and he said no. But then she said, "No, you don't get to say no. I'm saying no."
Well, I really think if we back it up, this really wouldn't have worked out anyway, because first date and she's already like a private detective, thinking he's like lying about being sick.
And that was his point too. He could tell that she
Yeah.
was testing him to see if he was actually sick, so he wasn't into it. But
Yeah.
she says no.
And that's all. That's the most important part.
Oh, yeah.
Can't fire me. I quit.
Exactly.
Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5.
Brooke and Jubal in the mornings.
Spring.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Everybody knows that the best place to meet hot dudes isn't out at the bar or at the gym. It's at the Jiffy Lube. Am I right? All those mechanics in there just being sexy, working underneath cars, shooting each other down with oil guns, pouring gasoline all over each other, messing with each other's dipsticks. All kinds of sexy stuff happens at the mechanic. Vicky's on the phone right now, and that's apparently where she met the guy that she wants to call today. He was working on her car. And now he wants to work on something else. Yeah. What's up, Vicky? How you doing?
Hey, how are you doing?
Good.
All right.
Did I paint an accurate picture of what was going on? Where you were getting your car worked on?
Not exactly.
Oh, okay. Tell us a little bit about how you met this guy. It said in your email that he was a mechanic working on your car or something?
Yeah, my car was really giving me a lot of trouble, and I took it into a mechanic, and it ended up needing a lot more work than I had hoped.
As it always does. I mean, let's be honest.
It was not looking good. And one of the guys, he was just, I don't know, he was just incredibly helpful. He made sure that I understood what was wrong and then what needed to be done and, like, the options that I had. And it wasn't that he was being, like, extra attentive, like, creepy or extra attentive flirty. It was just that he really seemed to be interested in what he did and, like, that I understood what was going on. So I don't know what happened. I don't usually ask guys out, but all of a sudden I just asked him. I just said, you know, I really appreciate this. You're so sweet. Would you like to have a drink sometime?
That's cool. What's his name, by the way?
His name's Chris. Sorry.
Chris.
I can't
that's
believe
okay.
that
I just wondered you hadn't said his name yet, so I was wondering.
I can't believe that fantasy actually worked out for you. I mean, there's always the image of, like, the hot guy mechanic in the uniform with the oil and all of that, but usually I end up with, like, some 65-year-old overweight, half balding man.
Well, there were a lot of that type around there, but thankfully he was not one of them. He was very sweet.
Yet. He's not one yet.
Yeah,
He's
that's
just not
a good
old
point.
enough. Give him a little more time in the shop, and he'll get to that point. So you guys went out. What did you do for your date?
We just went out for a drink. I thought, you know, keep it simple. So we drove ourselves. We met at a bar. You know, I really just wanted to get to know him a little better because, you know, there's only so much you can get to know while somebody's working on your car.
Right.
And I thought we had a pretty nice time.
So how long, I mean, was conversation easy for you?
Actually not not in the beginning. It was kind of slow, and, there was a moment where I was like, wow, maybe we just don't have anything to talk about. But the truth was we just, we come from pretty different backgrounds, and we have pretty different jobs. Like, I work in an office, but after we, small talked for a while, we actually ended up having really fun conversations about, like, goofy childhood stories, and I had a lot of fun.
Was there any awkward moment from the date that you can think of? Any reason why he wouldn't be calling you back?
Yeah.
Oh, there is. Okay. What happened?
That's a sad tone.
Well, it is a sad tone because there was a couple of pauses, when you're getting to know somebody and they can be awkward and you just don't, kind of fumbling for things to say, and things can be going pretty well, but then there was a lull, and I just said, so are you doing the mechanic thing right now, where you go to school to learn to do something else? And I don't understand why. It's not that I think, clearly you can see what it.
Yeah.
I can't believe I said that.
What was his response to that?
Appropriate, probably it should have been more vehement. He just kind of, didn't look at me and was like, no, this is my career.
So it might have come off like you were talking down to him a little bit because he's a grease monkey.
It sounds like it, doesn't. I can't believe I said that.
It does.
That's kind of messed up.
And do you feel that way? Like, could you be with somebody who has a blue-collar job?
Yes. I wouldn't have even, it wasn't like I thought, oh, don't ask this guy out. He's worked on your car. It was like, ask this guy out. He's been so kind to you. I don't know why. I was just trying to think of something to say, and it was not the right thing.
Did you apologize for saying it, or did you try to act like it didn't happen?
I kind of just tried to move on.
Okay. How did the date end then?
Well, thankfully, we were there for about another, 45 minutes, hour. So we had driven separately, which I, that was a good idea. And he walked me to my car and gave me a kiss goodnight. And
like a real kiss?
And like a real kiss.
Oh.
Not like a scary groping kiss, but like a real kiss.
Yeah. Did you stop and go, hey, before you leave, any fluids need to be topped off?
Right.
I could do that for you.
He did not say that. He did not.
No? All right.
And I said, I would love to do this again sometime. And he said, sure. And I said, okay, well, call me, which he did not.
How long has it been now?
Well, I texted him after about 3 days, and he texted back. He just was like, I've just been really busy. And I said, okay, well, let's talk soon. And then I texted him again a couple days after that, and he hasn't gotten back to me.
And you were like, how busy can you be? I work in an office. I've got a lot of meetings. You're just working on cars. Ew.
Yeah, I did not say that to him as considering what I had already said to him.
Right.
That kind of
Terrible.
So you haven't heard anything from him, though, since your last text?
No, I haven't. But I definitely had the feeling like this is worth having another date, some more time together.
All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for the second part of today's second date update, a girl named Vicky is on the phone, and she wants to call a guy who lubed her up on the first date.
Oh, my gosh. Jubal, do not say that. You can't
Her
even...
car, that is. Well, I guess I don't really know exactly what she had done on her car, but he was her mechanic, and she actually asked him out.
Jeez.
They went out to a bar for some drinks. She thought everything went cool, but now he's not calling her back. The one thing that she can think of that might have screwed everything up was when they were talking. She said, hey, so is the mechanic thing just something you're doing to put yourself through school? And he was like, no, this is my career. And she thinks she might have sounded a little judgy, but we're not sure because they still hung out for over an hour after that. And she even ended the date with a kiss. All right, Vicky, you ready to give him a call?
I am.
Okay.
And you didn't add into your conversation after, kind of putting down his career choice, anything about how many degrees you have and how great college was.
I did not.
Okay.
You should have just rubbed it in.
Yeah, making sure.
I think it was great, but college isn't for everybody, and that's okay.
That's true. I didn't go to college, and look how well I've done.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Maybe you're being
It's actually
facetious,
true.
but I think yes. We're doing
No,
great.
I'm terrible at my job. Really bad. I should have learned a little more. Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hey, can I speak to Chris, please?
Yeah, this is him.
Hey, Chris, what's up, man? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
What? No way.
Yes, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. Are you familiar with the show?
Come on. There's no way this is real. Like,
No.
Yeah,
this
but
is
pretend.
this is actually Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
are you serious?
Yeah, we're all here. Hi.
Get the out of here, man.
I can't. I'm sorry. I need to talk to you about something. You have a minute?
Yeah. Oh, man. Jose, man, I love your laugh, by the way.
Thanks, bro.
What's up, Chris? What are you up to right now?
I can't believe this is really happening, man. We listen to you guys in the shop all the time. This is crazy.
Awesome. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, man.
That is so cute.
You ever hear the second date updates?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, cool. Well, you're about to be a part of one.
What?
Yeah.
Not as exciting.
We recently got an email about you from a girl you went out with.
Who?
Her name is Vicky.
Oh, you gotta be Gary.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You remember Vicky? You worked on her car and then she asked you out?
Yeah, I do.
How awesome was that, by the way? How often does that happen to you where a girl that you're working on her car asks you out on a date?
Surprisingly more than you think, my friend.
Oh my God,
Really?
you must be so hot, Chris.
Well, you know.
That's code for yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it is.
You know.
All right, Chris, you hot mechanic, you. Let me ask you a question then. Why aren't you calling her back? She says that she's texted you a few times after your date and asked if you wanted to go out, but you're not getting back to her.
I mean, look, it's not gonna work out, okay?
But why would you kiss her at the end of the date if you thought that?
I mean, it was a cool date. I just don't think it will work out.
Why, though? Is there something specific that happened?
Not really.
I'll tell you what she told us. She said that she thought there was an awkward moment when she asked you, like, oh, are you just a mechanic to put yourself through school or whatever? And then you answered no and told her that being a mechanic is your career. And then she felt bad about that.
Yeah, I remember that. I mean, I didn't really like the question, but I could tell she wasn't trying to be mean or anything. Like I could tell she was like sincere about it. It just came across the wrong way. It's no big deal.
Okay, well then why don't you want to see her again?
But I've been in this situation before, man. Like, a girl asked me out. I work on her car. She asked me out. We go out. We have a good time. And then she takes advantage of me, man.
Isn't that the point of a date? To get taken advantage of by a girl? I like it when they take advantage of me after a date.
No.
That's not exactly what I mean, man. Like, I mean, like, they always want discounts on their cars and stuff, and like they don't want to pay as much just because they think I like them and stuff. You know how that works.
Did she hit you up for a discount?
Not yet, but I know she will, man. Like, she's way out of my league. There's no way she likes me for real.
What? She thought you were darling and kind and good looking. She had only nice things to say about you.
She's just saying that because she wants something out of me.
But she didn't even ask you about a discount. How do you know that?
We went on one date. It's how it works. Like, I remember this one girl. She was way out of my league. She came up to me. She wanted to ask me out. We had a great time. I'll be honest, I got a little too connected too quick, but that's not the point. She was leading me on and everything. I thought she was going to, be special. And then all of a sudden she just asked for my discount. I give it to her, of course, because I really like her. And then I never hear from her again.
Are you kidding me? That honestly happens to you.
Yes. She's way out of my league. Like, she's way too smart. She's way too pretty. She's sexy as hell. Like, she knows, like, we have the same, she pretends at least we have the same interests.
She's good.
Oh, sweet.
So are you so
Chris.
skeptical of her because you think she's out of your league?
I'm skeptical because I think she's going to just use me and then never talk to me again.
Yeah, but everyone has that fear, right? Like, that's the hard piece of dating. If you get cheated on once, you think that the next person's going to do it. You can't, put old past stuff into new relationships. It's not fair to her.
Look, I've been working on her car for the last week and a half. I know how much it's going to cost her to fix it. All right, I'm telling you, you guys just don't understand.
Wow.
I do know someone that has the answer to that question, Chris.
Oh, she's on the phone, isn't she?
Yep. Did you forget about that part? It's a second date update, and Vicky is actually on the line listening.
Hi.
Hey, Vicky.
Chris, are you serious?
Yeah.
Do you really think that's what I'm doing?
I have a good reason to believe that, yeah.
can't believe that's what you think. I don't want a discount. I have no interest in a I'll never ask for a discount. I just want to go on another date with you. I mean, I like you for you, not for some discount that I could get for my car.
I'm sure you won't be saying that once I fix your brakes.
Chris, give her a break.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe that you even think that. Nothing in what we talked about showed that I was anything like that kind of person. I'm not. I just want to go on one more date with you to get to know you a little bit better. It has nothing to do with my car.
So you're telling me you, a girl with a degree and everything who passed all these, tests and everything like that, you want to go out with a guy like me, a guy who works on cars all day and doesn't have much of an education?
Yes. that is what I'm telling you. That I did not ask you out because you were or were not a mechanic, just because you were really kind to me, and I thought it might be nice to get to know you better.
I don't know, Vicky. I mean, you're telling me all this now, and it sounds great, but once I finish your car and you're asking me for the 20% discount on your brakes and your wheel and all that, it's just...
Oh, my gosh. You know what? How about you finish the car, I pay for the car, we're done with the whole car situation, and then we go out again.
Yeah, that's great, but, do you have another car that you need work on?
Oh, my God.
Come on, Chris. Hey, Chris.
No, Chris, I only have one car. Are you willing to go out with somebody that only has one car?
Chris, would you go on a second date with Vicky? We'll pay for it.
Come on, man.
One more date.
If you say no, this will be the only dumb thing that you do.
Vicky, you're telling the truth. You really like me for me.
Yes. Yes, I like you for you enough to go on the radio and say, can we please go on another date?
Yeah, I doubt she'd put all this effort in just to get a little bit of a discount on her car work, Chris.
I mean, are you kidding? I had a really nice time. I really enjoyed spending time with you. I thought, gosh, this is so nice. Maybe we should do this again. I didn't think, gosh, this is so nice. We should do this again so I can get something for my car. I mean, who knows? I don't know. It's just a second date, but I would really like to go on one so we can hang out some more.
I mean, I had a good time too, but that's why I'm so skeptical.
Well, life is risky, Chris. Come on.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go out with you again.
You'll do it?
Yes!
Yay,
Yeah.
Chris!
All right, awesome. Congratulations, Vicky. You got your second date.
Great.
Thank you.
Oh, my
You're
God,
welcome.
I loved this second date. I'm already planning your guys' marriage in my head.
Hey, Chris.
Whoa, okay,
Yeah,
hold on.
Chris,
Hold on.
Oh, you're
Chill out,
so
Brooke.
cute.
Hey, Chris, thank you for your time.
Yeah, man, no problem.
Yeah, now that I got you on the phone, Chris, I got this rattling when I steer in my car. Think we can get that done?
All right, man, I got you.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
What do you mean?
This show still continuing to give people hope in humanity. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. Talking about today's second date update. Just got a text in at 78592 says, there's still hope that there's good people out there.
Yes.
I get discouraged by the often unsuccessful second date updates, but this one gave me hope. If you missed it, this girl Vicky wanted to call a guy named Chris. They went out on a date, had a good time and everything. We got him on the phone to find out why he wasn't calling her back. She's a very smart, successful, college-educated woman. He's a mechanic who has low self-confidence.
Oh, my God.
Basically,
horrible
just to sum it up.
self-esteem.
And he was like, oh, she's way too good for me, and I'm just a mechanic, and she's only using me so she can get a discount on some brakes or something. And somebody texted in at 78592, said, my husband is a mechanic, and yes, that stuff really happens. People just try to use him for discounts on car work.
Sure.
At the end of the second date
Crazy.
update, they did agree to go out again because she promised him that she actually likes him for him and not the fact that he might be able to give her 10% on 10% off on some brake.
She had to
work.
beg him.
Yeah.
Beg him to go out with her again.
Somebody else texted in at 78592 said, Chris reminds me of Stan from A Streetcar Named Desire.
Oh, my
It's
gosh.
a little
I
too
don't
deep
know.
for the second date update. Or if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Seattle station for Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Cheerio.
Mate?
Is everyone ready for the second date update?
Not if you're going to talk like that.
It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning, moving 92.5. Why am I speaking in a horrible British accent?
Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah, because Jackie met George at a bar.
Yeah.
And George happens to be a sexy Englishman.
Oh, man. Have I fallen for an accent before, too?
Isn't that right, Jackie?
That is absolutely right.
So tell us a little bit about your evening with George.
We met out and everyone was drinking and we started catching looks at each other across the bar, you know?
Okay, so you guys were in two separate groups, like total strangers.
Yeah, total strangers.
So who made the first move?
It was very he would move a little closer and then I'd move a little closer. You know what I mean? Where you keep positioning yourself in the group so you're facing him. So it's very coy, very sweet, very British, I think.
Yeah.
And
He just kept getting closer going, cheerio.
Hello.
Hello, love.
Oh, my gosh. So, and then you guys struck up a conversation and then what happened?
well, I immediately was like, oh my God, you're British, which is an idiot thing to say. But I was like, oh, because you know what I mean? You hear those accents and it's you just melt. You
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the same way with Australian accents. I meet a dude with an Australian accent, I am melt. Yeah.
I am with you. I am a sucker for
Can
accents.
you imagine how annoying that is, though? Because if a guy came up to you, Brooke, and was like, "Oh, you're American,"
God, that's hot. That's such a hot accent.
If I was in another country and they told me I had a hot accent, I would not find that annoying at all. I would eat it up.
So, Jackie, you enjoyed your time with him, and obviously you liked his accent a lot.
Yeah. And he explained, he's like, oh, I'm just here for the semester. I teach. I'm working at one of the colleges in English history. So he's smart. He's tall, dark, handsome.
Wait,
I was like,
a tall, dark, handsome Englishman just in town for a semester teaching at a very prestigious university.
This sounds like a movie.
Or this guy has a great act.
Yeah. Jackie, did you check his teeth and see if they're messed up? That's the true test.
No, he had American quality teeth.
And so you're not obviously looking for a relationship. You're just looking for a good time. I mean, this guy's not going to be around for very long.
I mean, kind of, but, a semester's a long time, and, no need of predicting anything. Who knows? Maybe his stay could get extended, or, I've never been to England. Maybe I go out there. So, who knows?
Jackie, you are jumping. Woo!
Love goes international, you guys.
Yeah. So did you go actually on a date?
We hung out a long time that night.
Did you seal the deal?
Yeah, which is not really my style, but we were all drinking. And,
Don't say that.
It happens.
Okay, yeah,
But
sometimes.
it was fun. Own it if you're going to own it,
Right, there you go, yeah.
Hello, this is fun.
So apparently it was good if you want to see him again. What happened in the morning?
The morning was pretty fast. He had to go to class, and I had to get my life back together, as you do after a night of drinking.
Did he say he was going to ring your telly again for another date?
I'll ring you.
Yeah, I mean, we were both like, I'd love to see you again. And then I finally called him, and the phone just kept ringing. It didn't go to voicemail. It didn't do anything. And I was like, well, that's weird. Maybe the phones are acting. I don't know, So I called back, and it just never does anything. It just keeps ringing and ringing. No voicemail, no nothing.
Jackie, sometimes your crazy is different than other people's crazy. How many times are we talking?
I've probably called him a total of 5 times.
Okay.
Over the course of 2 days.
That's
much.
quite a bit.
Yeah.
That's too much.
Yeah, but the first 2 or 3 were back to back to back because I didn't know if his phone was.
That's not making it better.
Worse. Okay, Jackie, we're going to call him after this song and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, thanks,
All right,
guys.
just hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
I'm excited about this next half of the second date update.
Oh, no.
Mostly because this will be the first time I've talked to an Englishman since I did that phone tap on that guy.
Oh, yeah. So good.
Still probably one of my favorite phone taps all time. If you haven't heard it, you can go find it on our website, moving925.com. We've got Jackie on the phone with us now. Jackie told us about a guy that she met at a bar while she was out with friends, an Englishman. He's in town for a semester teaching at one of the local universities. And they spent a lovely night together, and she wants to spend a few more lovely nights together before he goes back to Englandville.
Yeah. Jackie, I'm all in support of, like, you know, a hookup if that's what your goal is, but it sounds like you called him 5 times.
Well, yeah, so part of why I called him 5 times is because, like, I didn't know what his phone was doing. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. It's totally bananas that I was, like, called him 3 times in a row. But I was like, oh, my God, is his phone? I don't know. You know, sometimes phones are weird and they act up and you have to, like...
Especially for an English guy. Maybe you're down not enough numbers. Maybe you need, like, 17 numbers in there.
You need the country code?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
All right.
No, it was an American phone. It was an American phone.
All right, Jackie, you ready to call him?
Ready.
Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to George, please?
George speaking.
Hey, George, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. I'm moving 92.5. How are you?
All right.
Listen, we host a local morning show in town here in Seattle. I'm sure you probably have heard of us. I know we're big across the pond.
No, I'm sorry, I never heard of you.
No? Okay. Well, we have a local morning show here, and you went out with a girl on a date who's a friend of mine, and she's been trying to get a hold of you because she'd love to see you again, but you're not answering her phone calls, so she asked me to call you for her.
All right. Actually, what was her name?
Her name was Jackie. You met her at a bar a little while ago?
Yes. Yes, Jackie.
Mm-hmm. Well, she's just curious why you don't want to see her again, or if you do want to see her again.
I do want to see her again. I've just been very busy. I mean, we had a wonderful night that night. I saw her across the bar, and she was lovely, and we got on quite well. I actually liked her. It's been hard to answer this line.
So there's no other reason why you're not calling her back. You've just been busy.
Yes, teaching classes during the day, and then at night, and it's just very hard to get social.
Hey, George.
Oh, that's...
I need to be honest with you.
Yep.
We're a show that does our homework.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And before we call anybody, we try to find out as much as we can about them.
Right. Okay.
That's why my producer Boyd, looked up all your information, checked around at the university that you claim to be working at.
Oh, no.
And found no record of an English guy with your name being employed there for the semester.
George!
What?
George, be honest! What the hell, dude?
Red-handed.
Did you put on a whole act just to get a girl in bed or what?
Okay, listen. All right, my name's not George.
I knew it! You sounded too much like a character from Clue and not enough like a real English person. Oh, you big fat liar, George.
Well, my brothers and I and my friends, we use the accent because, it helps. It helps to pick up chicks.
Yeah.
My name's actually Kevin.
Kevin, do you really have a separate phone line for, your British George character?
Yeah, this is my British phone.
Oh my God!
So what do you do then? Okay, so you gave her this romantic story about how you're in from London and you're teaching for the semester, and I'm just an educated man looking to have a little fun while I'm in town. Who are you? Who are you, Kevin?
Well, I actually live in town. I live by the airport.
Okay.
And I work at Target.
Hey,
That's
Kevin,
such a contrast.
So you lied? Do you regret lying to Jackie that night?
There's no harm intended. I actually really like Jackie. It's more interesting being a professor from the UK than a cashier at Target, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah.
That story is perfect.
And that's why I didn't answer the phone, because, how am I going to keep it going?
Right. Hey, George.
Yeah, go ahead.
George or Kevin or whatever your name is.
Yeah.
Jackie is actually on the other line right now.
Ooh.
And heard everything you just said.
I can't believe your name is Kevin F.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's Kevin. Yes.
You're sorry you lied to me for an entire night and then didn't call me back?
Well.
But you lied to me all night about, wanting to show me all the beautiful things in London and, wanting to take me to Big Ben and how beautiful it is when the fog lifts in the morning. Is all of that just a lie? It has to be. It is.
Obviously, because the fog doesn't lift in the morning, but yeah. No, I have an uncle that he grew up in London, and that's how I knew about those things. So
Yeah.
it was kind of a lie, but it's from real sources.
And real sources. And Jackie, he kind of delivered on his.
100% now.
Jackie, he did kind of deliver on his promise. He took you to see Big Ben later, right? Yes,
he did. Dude, why do you have to have like such a weird way to pick up women? Why can't you just like be a normal great guy and pick up women? Like if you have to lie just to get someone to go home with you.
Would you have gone home with me if I told you I was a cashier at Target and lived by the airport?
Interesting.
Long pause.
Yeah.
I know the answer to that because it's happened to me before. I mean, women are looking for somebody that'll support them, and I know this is a bullshit way to get laid, but
Well, George or Kevin, it's not a bullshit way to get laid because it worked.
Oh. Yeah.
So.
No, tell it. It's an efficient way.
Yeah. But you actually, I mean, Jackie, he says he likes you and would like to see you again. Would you give him a shot? We will pay for you to go out again on a second date. And you can go out with the American guy named Kevin, who lives by the airport and works at Target, and see if you actually enjoy his company.
Let's think about the story you could tell your friends, like you met this British guy at the bar, and then he turned out to be Kevin at Target, and he's a really nice guy, and I like him.
Oh, nice Kevin.
This is like maybe against my better judgment, but he is a really sweet guy, even though he's possibly a compulsive liar.
Wow, those are some famous flashbacks right there.
As many questions as I want to, and you have to answer them brutally honestly, then yes, I will go on a second date with you.
Yes. Jackie, are you not worried this is like a major red flag? What if he turns out to have 12 kids and is like an ex-con?
Well, then he'll have to tell me that because I get to ask questions and he has to be honest.
And
there you go.
If he says he's honest, I believe him. He won't lie.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
The girl on the phone for today's second date update met the dude that she wants to call in one of the scariest places ever. A bookstore.
I thought you were going to say like a funeral home or
No,
something.
bookstore. Who goes into those places these days?
I do.
Whew, they scare me. They creep me out. Anyway,
my God.
Diana, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So you said you met the guy at a bookstore?
I went to a book signing for a cookbook because I really like this chef because he's paleo, and I'm really into that right now.
Paleo, is he kind of like a douchey gym dude?
No, that's what was so weird.
That's just what I'm figuring. Like, all I had today was bacon. Like, I woke up and I ate like bacon, then I washed my mouth with bacon mouthwash, and then I had a bacon sandwich before I hit the door. Paleo.
Remember, she may be a douchey gym girl, so I don't know that I trust your opinion on that one.
I'm not. I have to be gluten-free, so I'd rather just be paleo because it's way more interesting than gluten-free crap you press.
Okay.
So you met him at this book signing for this paleo cookbook.
Yes.
Okay.
And so we were talking in line, and his name is Mike, and when we left, he asked me for my number, and I was like, okay, sure, why not? And so he called me, like, the next day, and he was like, hey, can we make dinner plans? And I said, sure.
Way to go, Mike, calling the next day and everything.
I know, that never happens, right?
Yeah.
And so he asked me to take me out to dinner, and I actually even let him pick me up at my apartment, which hardly ever happens, right?
Yeah.
This is
You
like
usually
a-
don't want somebody to know where you live if you've only met them, like, for a brief moment in time.
Yeah, but it's a dude from a bookstore. How bad can it be?
And I love my initial reaction is like, that's so romantic. And Jubal's is, you're going to get yourself killed.
Yeah. Not safe.
See, I agree with Jubal because that's how I normally am. Usually the first time you meet somebody, you meet out somewhere so that you're not in the same predicament.
Yeah, we trust no one.
I know. You get me, Brooke. You get me.
So how did it go? How'd dinner go?
So he picked me up, and we started talking in the car on the way to dinner, and I said something, I guess this was stupid to say. I don't know. Like, I said, this is the first time I've been with a guy in a long time.
Ooh. And did he suddenly start smiling like, all right, why did we even bother with dinner?
Yeah, we're doing that.
No, I meant to say, like out with a guy, not like with a guy. Like, I don't know. Like now that I hear myself saying it, I'm like, oh yeah, that might have been bad, like he might have, who knows what he was thinking about that.
He's like, wow, she doesn't even know how the birds and the bees work.
So what is he thinking? Like I was a lesbian and now I'm out with a guy, or?
Did he address it, or did it seem to just kind of go away?
No, he didn't really say anything. He was just smiling. So I was just really happy when we got to the restaurant.
And was dinner good, or did you make some more mistakes? Like, oh, this is the first time I've ever been with a carrot. I mean, had a carrot.
It's so disturbing.
I mean, had a carrot.
I'm
ate a carrot at dinner. Did any more of that kind of stuff happen?
No.
Oh, good.
No, dinner was great. We were laughing. We were talking. Everything was fine, and we were having a great time. I thought so. And then at one point, something just happened. Like out of nowhere, his mood just changed.
Changed how?
He just wasn't laughing. He just became like stoic looking all of a sudden.
Really?
Did you say something offensive?
I don't think so. I think at that point we were just talking about bacon, actually, of all things.
Wow, I'm offended.
It's so funny that you said that earlier.
He's a vegetarian. That's what happened.
Screwed everything up.
Yeah.
So really, just out of the blue, his whole demeanor changed.
Yeah, he just got really quiet, wasn't making eye contact with me anymore. He wasn't smiling. He started looking at his phone a lot.
And how was everything at the end of the night? Was he the same way, or did it pick back up?
Well, I mean, when he kept looking at his phone, I just asked him, I was like, we can go if you want to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did he say?
And he's like, yeah, that's great. And so...
That's not good.
What did you do, Diana?
I don't know. I really was... That's why I need your help. But I don't know what I did.
Did you ever ask him, like, what's going on? Are you okay? Or...
I mean, I did ask him. I was like, is everything okay? Are you feeling okay? And he was like, yeah, I'm fine. And just, it was so cold. It was completely different than, like, the rest of the evening.
Wow.
Yeah. Sounds like you guys had a really not awkward drive home.
I mean, but he opened the car door for me and, like, gave me a hug and said goodnight and walked back to his car.
So you at least got a hug. Judging by your story, I was going to guess that he just kicked you out going like 60.
Tuck and roll.
Yeah. All right. See you later, lady. That was a fun date. And you haven't heard anything from him since?
No.
Sounds like you didn't hear anything from him like halfway through your date. But...
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, all right?
Thank you.
Yep. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
It's always really confusing when you're talking to somebody and everything's going well, and then all of a sudden the mood changes. Yeah, I was in this conversation with my dad the other day, this deep conversation. Everything's cool, and then I slowly reached across and tweaked his nipple.
What? It's your
And
dad,
then
dude.
his whole demeanor just changed. For me, perfectly normal. But for him, apparently that was weird. And then he didn't want to talk to me for the rest of the day. Whatever.
Most dads love nipple tweaking.
Same kind of thing happened to Diana, who's on the phone for a second date update right now. She went out with a guy named Mike. They were having a great time. And then all of a sudden, in the middle of dinner, his mood just completely changed.
Yeah,
he was on his phone, not paying attention to her. And then she said, well, I guess we can go. And he's like, yeah, we should probably just go. And then he dropped her off at her house, and he hasn't been heard from since. So we're about to call him and find out what went wrong.
Yeah. I really just don't know what happened. And I just really would like to, figure it out and get some closure with it.
I don't have any guesses for you on this one. Like, he seemed like such a gentleman leading up to it. He picked you up. He opened doors.
That's the thing. He was a gentleman when we were leaving, too. He, dropped me off. He gave me a hug. He was very sweet. Yeah. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
You didn't tweak his nipple or anything.
Not to my recollection, no.
I'm going to dial his phone number right now, get him on the phone, and get your second date update. Are you ready?
Yes, kind of.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Mike, please?
Yeah, this is him.
Hey, Mike, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
What? From the radio show?
Yeah. Mike, are you a listener to the show?
I think I may have heard you for like a brief second, but then I turned the station real quick.
I don't blame you.
Awesome.
You know?
Okay.
Most people.
It's like my mom.
Sweet. Thanks, Mike. Well, we actually got an email from somebody who listens to our show a lot more than you have.
Yeah.
Her name is Diana, and you recently went out on a date with her. And she wanted me to call you to find out why you're not calling her back.
All right. That's pretty weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little strange,
It's a
Mike.
segment we do on our show all the time called the Second Date Update. If you'd listened for more than 2 seconds, you would have known that, Mike. So Diana is confused why you're not calling her back.
Because I didn't want to go out on a second date with her.
Got
Well,
that.
I mean,
We've
she-
got that out of the way. But what we're wondering is there a certain reason? Did she do anything wrong, or did you just not feel a vibe?
It was just, I don't know. It was just kind of like an uncomfortable date. I just didn't feel like we had any chemistry, and yeah.
Do you mind if I recap what she told us, and then you tell me if it's correct?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, she said that you guys met at a bookstore, and then you went out for dinner. And when you were at dinner, everything was going great until like the middle of the date, and then you just kind of shut off and stopped talking to her.
She said that?
Yeah.
I mean, she was the one that stopped talking.
What do you mean?
She stopped talking to me.
That was not what her story was at all. According to her, you stopped talking, and the whole time she was like trying to get you to open up again, and you were on your phone, and then the date ended.
I was there, and she's definitely the one that stopped talking to me. Like, I don't know, maybe it was something that I said that made her feel uncomfortable. I really don't know.
What do you she said that you guys were just talking about bacon. And then things got weird.
We were talking about bacon, but that wasn't the topic that made the date uncomfortable. That wasn't what started the bad vibes.
So
Okay, what was it?
Did, yeah.
Well, whenever I go out on dates, like I always like to ask, like interesting questions that, just kind of make you think, and also initiate like good conversation.
Uh-huh.
And I asked her, what is your greatest fear? And she said, bears. And right after she said bears, the entire vibe changed. The entire vibe. That's when things got really uncomfortable. She was very awkward after that. Very easily startled. It was
What?
Easily
super
startled.
Like just
easily startled.
Just thinking of bears made her frightful.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but like, even for example, like the waiter brought her food and from behind just kind of placed her food down in front of her, and she was startled. Like that startled her a lot. It was almost as if like a bear delivered the food.
Wait, was she like previously attacked by a bear and she's having flashbacks all of a sudden?
She didn't give me any information. It was just she said bear and then she completely checked out. That was pretty much it.
Oh my God, Mike, you're lying.
What was that?
Mike, that is Diana.
Diana's on the phone right now?
Yeah.
Yes, I am. And what the hell are you even talking about?
So you're denying that you didn't check out when I brought up your greatest fear and you said bear. So that didn't happen.
No, that didn't happen at all. I was talking the entire time, and you checked out completely.
Then how come whenever I brought up your biggest fear and you said bears, you were staring off into the distance, you weren't even looking at me, you weren't paying attention at all? It's like I didn't even feel like I was on a date anymore.
Whoa!
No, we were talking about bacon. And then all of a sudden you checked out and started looking at your phone, and you didn't have any eye contact anymore. You checked out, dude. And we were talking about bacon. Oh, no.
Who's telling the truth
Was it-
here? I'm so confused.
Is it the bears or the bacon?
I don't know.
Guys, I honestly don't know, but I feel like she needs to go see a therapist about this bear situation. I don't know why she's denying this right now, but I am 100% certain that she is terrified of bears or the word bear. I really don't know at this point.
Diana, are you scared of bears?
Just to clarify, I don't like bears. But you know what? They don't petrify me, and I don't think about them and, like, get all scared and stuff. You know what I mean? It's a bear.
It sounded like you were screaming at every move that other people made because you thought you were about to be attacked.
That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Like, I'm not scared of bears.
All right. Well, I hate to ask an awkward question that might shut everything down. It sounds like that's what we have a problem with here. But, Mike, would you like to go out on a second date with Diana? We will pay for it.
I don't think that's a great idea. Obviously, she's very unaware of her trigger words.
Oh, my God.
I think that,
You know what? That's fine, because I'd rather, if I go out with you again, I'm going to wear a bear costume.
maybe that might help you get through whatever it is
Yeah.
that you
All right.
This is-
experience.
Well,
So strange.
Mike, Thank you for your time. And I do agree with you. Maybe the bear costume is a good thing.
Therapeutic.
Diana, I'm sorry you did not get a second date.
That's okay. Thank you so much for calling and letting me know what happened.
Oh my God, I feel so unresolved by all of this. I don't know if it was the bacon or the bears, and it's driving me crazy.
And listen, Diana, if you need a good counselor to help you with your bears, I got like 4 that I go to, so I can hook you up with a number, okay?
Thank you.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 that says, I've never been so confused in my life.
I'm with you.
It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I think that makes everybody.
Yeah.
Getting lots of texts in at 78592 saying, what? I don't understand what the problem was. We're talking about the second date update. This girl, Diana, wanted to call a guy named Mike. They went out to eat. They had dinner. And she says that while they were talking about bacon, because they're paleo, he just got cold and stopped talking to her and ended the date.
Yeah.
Then we got him on the phone, and he says that he likes to ask people on first dates what their biggest fear is because it can tell a lot about a person.
It's interesting. Like, I've never been asked that.
It's a good
kinda
question.
cool.
Yeah.
He says that she said her biggest fear was bears, and then she stopped talking and kind of looked like she was startled by everything because she's so scared of bears.
He said that he thought bear may be her trigger word.
Yeah.
Like it was that bad.
And she does not agree with any of his assessment on what happened.
She's like, I wasn't cold at all. I wasn't even thinking about bears after that. And he's like, yeah, you were. You weren't even talking to me. You were just looking off in the distance thinking about being mauled by a bear. And then when the waiter came up, you got startled because you were so scared of bears. And then she's saying, well, I was talking about bacon and you just stopped talking and then into the date. So maybe they both have triggers and they don't even know it. Like bears is her trigger word and bacon is this guy's trigger word.
Someone texted in a good question. Were they even on the same date?
Yeah, right?
Maybe we just got 2 random people who happen to have gone out with the same names.
Somebody else texted in and said, I think the only thing you need to do is go to the restaurant and interview the waiter who helped them.
I think we do need to take it a step
And ask
further.
them.
You're right.
And they'll be like, I don't know. I asked them if they wanted a Caesar salad, and they both stopped talking to me. It's very confusing. But if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5.